Overcoming fear and anxiety can feel challenging, but with a step-by-step approach, you can learn to manage and reduce them. Think of it as training your brain to respond differently to stress. Here's a detailed guide on how to handle anxiety in a simple, approachable way. 1. Understand what's triggering your anxiety. The first step is figuring out what exactly makes you feel anxious. Anxiety often isn't random. It usually has specific triggers, like certain places, people, or situations. Try keeping a journal where you note down situations or thoughts that make you feel uneasy or nervous. This could be anything from walking into a crowded room to giving a presentation or even certain types of thoughts. Writing down your experiences helps you identify patterns and understand what your brain sees as threats. Once you see what your triggers are, it becomes easier to find specific ways to address them. For example, if social situations make you anxious, you can work on handling those situations differently. 2. Practice deep breathing to calm your body. When you're anxious, your breathing often becomes shallow and fast, which signals to your brain that something is wrong, making anxiety worse. Deep breathing is a way to calm your body and send a message to your brain that it's okay to relax. Try this exercise. Breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold the breath for a second or 2. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 4. Repeat this a few times until you feel a bit calmer. This deep, slow breathing activates the calming part of your nervous system, which naturally reduces anxiety. It's a simple tool you can use anywhere, at work, in public, or at home. 3. Challenge the scary thoughts. Anxiety is often fueled by what's known as catastrophic thinking. This means our mind exaggerates the risks or assumes the worst-case scenario will happen. For example, if you're nervous about a presentation, your mind might start thinking, what if I completely embarrass myself? Everyone will think I'm a failure. When you notice these types of thoughts, try to challenge them by asking yourself questions like, is this thought 100% true? What evidence do I have for and against it? You might find that most of the time, your fears aren't based on facts, they're based on feelings. By training yourself to question these thoughts, you start breaking the habit of automatically believing them. This can make you feel more confident and less afraid of potential outcomes. 4. Face your fears. Step by step. When something scares us, the natural response is to avoid it. However, avoidance usually makes the fear grow because you're reinforcing the idea that you can't handle it. A better approach is to face the fear in small, manageable steps, called exposure. Imagine you're anxious about public speaking. Instead of jumping straight into a big speech, start by practicing in front of a mirror, then move on to speaking in front of a friend. Once that feels okay, try a small group and build up from there. Each time you face a fear and nothing terrible happens, you're teaching your brain that it's not as dangerous as it feels. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become, and over time, your anxiety about that situation will decrease. 5. Take care of your physical health. Exercise regularly. Physical activity reduces stress hormones like cortisol and releases endorphins, which are chemicals in your brain that make you feel good. Even a short walk or gentle stretching can lift your mood and help manage anxiety. Eat balanced meals. High levels of caffeine or sugar can make anxiety worse as they cause energy spikes and crashes. A balanced diet with regular meals keeps your energy stable, which helps your mood stay steady. Get quality sleep. Lack of sleep can intensify anxiety, so it's essential to prioritize good sleep. Try going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, and avoid screens an hour before bed, as blue light can interfere with sleep. 6. Imagine yourself succeeding. Visualization is a powerful tool. Take a moment to imagine yourself calmly handling a situation that normally causes you anxiety. Picture yourself feeling relaxed, confident, and in control. This can be especially helpful before facing a challenging situation like an interview or social event. By visualizing a positive outcome, you're training your mind to focus on success rather than fear. You can also try using positive affirmations, simple, reassuring statements like, "I am capable and calm," or "I can handle this." Repeating these statements can help you build confidence over time, making anxiety feel less overwhelming. 7. Reach out for help if needed. If anxiety is getting in the way of your daily life or feels unmanageable, consider talking to a mental health professional. Therapists can help you learn effective coping strategies tailored to your specific needs. One popular method for managing anxiety is cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. In CBT, a therapist teaches you to identify and challenge anxious thoughts, replacing them with healthier, more realistic ones. It's highly effective and can be life-changing for many people. Sometimes medication may be recommended, especially if anxiety is severe. But this is usually a short-term solution to help get anxiety under control. The science behind anxiety. Anxiety and fear come from a survival mechanism in the brain called the fight or flight response. This response was crucial for our ancestors to survive dangerous situations, like escaping from predators. However, today, our brains often overreact to everyday stressors as if they were life-threatening. By practicing techniques like deep breathing, exposure, and positive thinking, you're helping to retrain your brain. You're teaching it that these situations are not as dangerous as it thinks, gradually calming that survival response. 8. Practice self-compassion. People who experience anxiety often tend to be hard on themselves, blaming themselves for feeling scared or worrying that they're not strong enough. But being harsh on yourself only adds to stress and can make anxiety worse. Practice self-compassion by speaking to yourself kindly, just as you would to a friend who's going through a tough time. Remind yourself that anxiety is a common experience and that you're not alone. This mindset can help reduce the pressure and self-judgment that often come with anxiety. Try to accept that it's okay to feel anxious sometimes. Instead of seeing it as a problem you need to get rid of, think of it as a part of yourself that you can learn to manage. 9. Set small, achievable goals. Anxiety can make challenges seem overwhelming, especially when you think about everything you need to do all at once. A powerful way to tackle this is by setting small, achievable goals instead of trying to solve everything at once. For instance, if you're anxious about social situations, don't aim to become an extrovert overnight. Start with small goals, like saying hello to a coworker or engaging in a short conversation. These small steps give you a sense of accomplishment and gradually build your confidence. After each goal, take a moment to acknowledge your progress, no matter how small it seems. Each achievement shows your brain that you're capable of handling challenges, which reduces anxiety over time. 10. Build a support system. Anxiety can sometimes make people feel isolated, as if they're the only ones experiencing it. However, connecting with supportive friends, family members, or even anxiety support groups can make a big difference. Sharing your feelings with people you trust can help you feel understood and less alone. Talking with someone who has dealt with anxiety themselves can also provide valuable insights and coping tips. Just knowing that others have overcome similar challenges can be very encouraging. If you don't feel comfortable sharing with someone close, consider joining online or local support groups. Many people find that connecting with others who understand what they're going through provides relief and reassurance. Remember, change takes time. Learning to manage anxiety is like building a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger and more resilient you become. Through practice and patience, you'll develop skills that make fear and anxiety feel much more manageable. Each small step you take is progress, and over time, you'll find that your anxiety starts to lose its hold on you. Be patient with yourself. Everyone's journey is different, and each step you take, no matter how small, moves you closer to a place of calm and confidence. Thank you for watching. And if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on managing anxiety and creating a life you love. Take care, and remember, you're stronger than your fears.